Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me on another new stitch video. In this one, I'm going to show you how to knit the bee stitch. This is a relative of the fisherman's rib stitch, which if you haven't tried that stitch yet, I'll give you a link to it right here. But instead of getting a rib stitch effect, you actually get a beautiful honeycomb-like effect. These couple swatches that I have here, this one is knit up in a lighter weight yarn and this one is in a worsted weight yarn. I think it looks pretty both ways, and this is the right side, this is the reverse side. I also tried this with two colors to knit up this little mug cozy for my mugs. It has been very cold this winter, and so I figured my mugs must also be feeling cold, and so I ended up this little project, and I'll do a separate video for this one if you want to check that one out. In the meantime, let me show you how this stitch is knit up. The stitch itself is knit on an odd number of stitches, and the pattern is a 4-row repeat. So I have cast on here 9 stitches, and the very first row is just a knit all the way across. So I've already started that one. Let me go ahead and finish it up. And that is the end of row 1, which is the wrong side of the work. You're going to turn your work, and then for row 2, the pattern repeat is you knit 1, and then you knit 1 below. And that means is you're not going to knit into the stitch itself, but you're going to knit into this hole below the stitch. So you're going to take your right needle and insert it into that hole and knit through that hole, and then you're going to drop this stitch off. It's going to feel weird, but go ahead and drop that stitch off. And that's a knit 1 below. We continued that all the way through to the last stitch. So here we go, knit 1 below, knit 1 below. See that one more time, knit 1 and knit 1 below, and keep doing that till you get to the last stitch. The last stitch, you just do a regular knit, and that's the end of row 2, and that's the right side of the work. You're going to turn your work. Row 3 is just a knit all the way across, and that's the end of row 3. Turn your work. Row 4, pretty much the same thing that we did in row 2, except we're going to flip it. Now we start off with the knit 1 below, which is really easy for this first stitch since the hole below is so big. So you just insert in there and knit through it, drop the stitch, and then knit 1. And that's your repeat all the way through to the last stitch. So knit 1 below, knit 1, knit 1 below, knit 1, knit 1 below, knit 1, and when you get to the last stitch, you knit 1 below. Now this one, you may have to pry the stitch a little bit to find that hole below, but once you do, insert and knit 1 below. That's the end of row 4. You keep repeating these 4 rows and your work will start to look like this. And each one of these V rows represents 2 rows. So one line of V's is rows 1 and 2, the next line is rows 3 and 4. And so that's how you can know which row you're on as your work progresses. So I do hope you give this one a try. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please leave me any comments, ideas, suggestions in the comments field. I'll do my best to answer your questions. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you liked the video, please click the like button. It really helps my channel. I really, really appreciate everyone's support. And if you haven't checked them out yet, do check out my little shorts that I post occasionally of my little fur babies. Happy knitting!